This team likes to dominate the ball. He gives them such action in free-flowing motions, but a lot of responsibility as well. They have to be careful against San Antonio tonight.
All the boxes are checked, and we are underway here. A third-round clash between Union Omaha and San Antonio FC is underway. And as Union Omaha looks to find opportunities to break down the San Antonio side, they'll have an opportunity here. This one chipped over the goalkeeper, and it'll bounce wide. Prosper Kasim getting the starting look today.
And just keep an eye where the ball actually came from. Charlie Ostrom, that's beautiful vision and really good separation that Kasim is able to create. And Mo Omar haven't played a ton of time together.
Kasim trying to let it fly once again. Some pressure here from the Owls. The biggest thing lacking in those two losses for San Antonio, according to Carlos Llamosa, he said, we went away from our defensive principles. They've given away cheap goals, and then when they've given one away, a second one was coming quickly after that. They've allowed them in bunches. I mentioned they need to stay compact and don't get desperate, spread yourself out.
They love to run this little stunt off the back post, square ball back across. About 75% of the time, that's what they're aiming for.
Hernandez with the service. Bounces through, and it won't go through.
I'm not exactly sure how this doesn't go in. Did it pick up a handball on the way in too? Right off Agadello, off the post right there. That's a little bit close from Mo Omar. Difficult with all the bodies in front of him. Nuhu, I tell you, he has been very tented early on this season. It's not often that you see Rashid Nuhu, his caliber of player, allowing a ball to bounce that close in proximity to his goal.
Certainly heaving a sigh on that side of things. Dion Akoff doing well to backtrack, but it's still San Antonio. Medranda drilling it inside. Looking to really stamp the boot down right now. Applying pressure. That one slipping through. Hawkinson.
The positional game for both teams. Union Omaha have been playing much deeper of a line now. Not as much possession extended up high. Commentators curse.
Now it's Ostrom. Charlie Ostrom! What a kick save! Richard Sanchez.
Seems to be where they found the most success. Again, San Antonio FC very aggressive. Alex Cronali just doesn't time it right. Gets caught from the previous ball and behind, not back quick enough. And I'll tell you what, both outside wingers, Ostrom and Dion Akoff, have done a really good is to pull you in a geometric pattern that you're not accustomed to, creating different constellations to be able to go and play in behind. And as a lower division team that has struggled in league play against a championship squad, a league above them, for the first 4 games of the year, outside of the last 2 were nearly impenetrable. Hard to tell the difference right now. Who's playing in what league? Lower division squad has done very well for themselves.
Well, Carlos Llamosa said it going into this game that although Union Omaha are technically a tier below them in the U.S. soccer pyramid, he thinks that they could match up with any team in the USL Championship and give it a good go, and best teams if they were in the USL Championship at this point in time. And they'll push forward again. This one through to Gomez. And although it squeaks by Sanchez, it does the same with the goalpost.
Coleman, who rightly goes outside, but that little touch right there by Prosper Kasim splits the midfield, and now you're in trouble because you have to get an overcommittal by Alexi Suahi to step up right now. Remember what else Carlos Llamosa said? Make sure to stay calm, manage the moments of the game because you're on the road, you've struggled for form, now you're going through a wave right now from the home squad. Don't take the game for granted.
Medranda
was talking about that is so necessary for them to find success in general. but specifically here today.
Yerofeev rolls it to his left. Flores Blanco into Agudelo. And some contact on the back.
All of a sudden, recovery defending is vertical. You have to come straight back. The foul on the back end by Agudelo. That's what San Antonio FC is a little bit more of. So that grimy, gritty type play, Mark, to play through that initial line of pressure. Certainly going to open up the game much better. Union Omaha, of course, there was a stint prior with El Paso Locomotive in the championship, but funny how a random game back in 2018 opens up everything.
And it's opened up here. Akoff hits the brakes. Dion Akoff! It slips through! Expectations don't weigh down the Owls. And it's Dion Akoff once again on the score sheet.
They've targeted that far side of the field. What a drop down into the pocket this is by Prosper Kasim. He's so aggressive. And on the turn, little 2v1 step right through Chelo Martinez. He could have easily taken a step, tried to maintain possession and come the other way, but smartly recognizing that Alexi Swahi had come high, there was space to play in behind.
Couple of bounces fall to Medranda. And when he lets it fly.
Got the scouting reported exactly what sort of left-footed one Jimmy Medranda is capable of. Much more advanced position, and he knows exactly where he's at, where the goal. Just a little tweak, though. He started to come a little bit higher ever since the goal. It's more pressure on Almiro Soto centrally, but I like the idea. Got to get a little bit more involved in the attack and put some more pressure on that back line underneath the front three.
Gallardo couldn't get by Crognali. A little extra contact. Prosper Kasim, the guilty party here on this occasion. Medranda once again with the ball at his feet, ever so involved. Now Yerofeev. Ripping ball, saved by Nuhu. A shot on target, parried away. A lot of time, though, for Rashid Nuhu to gauge the trajectory. This would come any moment now from our center official, Drew Klemp. So after 45 plus here, Union Omaha in their home opener this season have obtained a 1-0 advantage over the USL Championship side, San Antonio FC. Both sides getting ready to get going here. We do have a couple of changes for San Antonio too, waiting for confirmation. So 2 changes as well for the visitors. Andres Paredes subbing in for Luke Hackinson, and Diogo Pacheco subbing in for Juan Agudelo. 2 players that are a part of this rotating cast of characters on the offensive side of things, Devin, for this San Antonio side. A lot of different attacking weapons for Carlos Llamosa. He's been mixing and matching them throughout this season, plugging in guys into the starting lineup, coming off the bench, and he was saying as far as why they've been mixing and matching, it's just to manage minutes and try to keep all of them fresh. It's a long season, a lot of games to be played. They can all plug in and be effective. They do sacrifice perhaps maybe a little bit of consistency in that regard, as this shot is not far off from Jorge Hernandez. First effort here in the second half. This one laid off to the left-hand side. Now chip back up across. Ostrom takes the contact. Another big key in this game, according to Yamosa. Said they need to have good intensity. They need that energy from minute one.
To be fair, I don't think they've had that. 53 minutes in, you know, that he would give that assessment as well right now. We've seen some really good sequences from Jimmy Medranda. The problem is they've been quite isolated. A couple of showings on the outside by Nelson Blanco. Certainly Andres Paredes since his inclusion into this at halftime.
Gomez rips a shot, skipping wide of the post.
Most of which has been negative in recovery fashion. Richard Sanchez has had a lot to do in goal and opportunity to be able to go and be aggressive and challenge their mark. Almost every single turnover that we see from Union Omaha, they've got the intent that they're going to go for goal. I mean, that is the kind of ambition that this lower division squad, if you can even call it that, to be fair, with their pedigree.
Akoff floating this one up the pitch. Akoff receiving this pass from Coleman. Dion Akoff one-on-one. Rips to the top of the 18. A one-timer drifts. Close for Gomez, but not quite.
The good news was this is just wide again. The problem is it's very much watch, rinse, repeat. Carbon copy and a lot of similarities to what was the opening goal. Certainly the chance by Ostrom, and this is the difference on the goal. And Akoff was able to get in behind more. Certainly too close for comfort, but keeps him in it.
Pacheco rolls this one up ahead, and something could be brewing here. Rashid Nuhu is able to smother it. Andres Paredes streaking down that right-hand side, lets it fly. Could not best the goalkeeper from Ghana. Mr. Union Omaha in many capacities, Rashid Nuhu has been here every step of the way with the Owls. He's earned himself 2 Golden Gloves during that span of time in USL League One. And that can change at any given moment. Swahi. Tapped ahead. Akoff is there to recover. Once again, you're watching the third round of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. As this shot flies off target. A pseudo home opener for Union Omaha. It's taking place in Omaha, Nebraska, but not at their typical home field of Werner Park, or instead Caniglia Field on the campus of University of Nebraska, Omaha. Given the fact they haven't played any home games yet this year, for all intents and purposes, it's the home opener. Honestly, they just get the marketing advantage of being able to sell home opener twice this season once they actually get back to Werner Park. Akoff winding around, continues his run. Dion Akoff down the touchline. Plays that one too far ahead of Ors Navarro. Here's Martinez. There's a look again at Coach Yamosa. Does he still have some personnel adjustments coming that could make a difference in this one for the visitors? So San Antonio FC side that, although have found a lot of success in the USL Championship, don't really have any patented U.S. Open Cup runs to look back on. Akoff back up top, headed down. Ultimately, that one not having a ton of venom on it, even if it was on target.
Just a little bit further away, though, the past couple of trips down the pitch for Union Omaha. The good news is they've once again advanced themselves. It's going to take some pressure. Most of those chances, Mark, are really outside the penalty mark, although that's a little bit closer. Still pressure in front. I'd say the overall speed from Union Omaha starting to slow down a little bit. Bodes well. I like the aggression we've seen from.
A set piece can change everything here, though. Deflects down. Rashid Nuhu falls on top. It was a free kick that provided the most dangerous opportunity in this game for San Antonio. But here it's calmly dealt with. The Owls with 10 more minutes to go, looking to move on to the fourth round. Wamery able to get back up on his feet. Mehdi Wamery still on it. Wamery fires, and it's claimed by Sanchez.
Stands him back up right there. Oh, right back across the body. Run foots Alex Granali, and just the explosion of speed to get him behind. Probably should have let it fly.
That has certainly not been an issue in this one. Wamery coming off the bench, not giving up on the play even when he got down on a knee. San Antonio all the way to the right-hand side, deflected out. That'll be a corner kick. And now the goalkeeper comes up, Richard Sanchez. Into the 18 he goes. Jorge Hernandez will provide the service. Driven in. Madronda, second effort, diving header knocks it out. This one put back in, and it glances for another corner. With time ticking away, San Antonio trying for one last chance. Jorge Hernandez headed up, out of play. The visiting San Antonio fans hanging on. Rashid Nuhu, with some time wasting, gets a booking. Nelson Flores Blanco, the ball inside. And the whistle sounds. Cup sets are becoming customary for Union Omaha. They've done it again. The Owls are moving on to the fourth round of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. 1-0 your final score.